What's up, guys? How you doing today? You rocking out with the one and only PhillyDom. I'm out here in El Salvador. Thank you guys for the birthday wishes. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for we did a live last night. That was real live. We talked a lot about El Salvador. A lot of people had a lot of different questions that they needed answered about El Salvador. So we got to that with the help of my friend D. So thank you all for coming on that live. Yesterday was a birthday live. Thank you guys for coming on there and talking with me and talking about El Salvador and just life and traveling and a whole bunch of different things. Master Wayne will be coming on the live pretty soon. He's just setting up some stuff backstage. He'll be on the live pretty soon. So just want to talk with you guys. Like I said, once again, thank you. Once again, from the bottom of my heart, PhillyDom, thank you from the bottom of my PhillyDom heart. Thank you for all the birthday wishes and different things you guys did for me for my birthday. Had a good time, went out, hung out with D's, some other people as well. But I had a amazing time. Shout out to my boy Rico. I think he making his way back. So he was out here with me, man. Cool brother, man. Thank you for coming through, man. Appreciate you. So we're getting ready to start the Amazon online business with Wayne. Just give him a couple minutes. He'll be on the live. It's not a problem. He's just setting up. He got a special surprise for you guys today, so he's setting up everything. But after that, all is well. The people of El Salvador have been amazing. They're showing me a good time. This is an amazing place. I always tell everybody this is a place that you should check and come and visit. I know you hear a lot of bad things about the country, a lot of negative stuff about the country, but it's not what you think. Every place has its good. Every place has its bad. But today we're going to be talking about Amazon arbitration. So I'm just talking with you guys right now before I give Master Wayne the floor so he can talk about Amazon and help you guys understand how Amazon arbitration can change your life from rags to riches. And he got a special surprise for you guys today. I'm going to say it again. Got a special surprise for you guys today. So it's definitely going to be a good episode. After that, I'm just relaxing, guys. Just relaxing, enjoying my Sunday. Did a nightlife video, so I'm editing the nightlife video as we speak. I'm going to drop it pretty soon. I'll probably drop it after Master Wayne come on and talk about Amazon. I might drop the nightlife video right after that. But I was, working on it, putting the final touches on it. When Master Wayne started talking, I'll put the final touches on it, and I'll drop the video right after Master Wayne gives his presentation about Amazon. Like, if anybody needs money, which we all need money, the pandemic was rough for everybody. These last couple of years have been rough for the whole world, like literally the whole world. It didn't matter if you was rich. It didn't matter if you was poor. Everybody was in the struggle. So this Amazon arbitration can really help you with that. Just like I was telling people to go to Alaska, and I'm still promoting for people to go to Alaska to work in the seafood industry. That's another job opportunity for you. KY said, what's good, PhillyDom? All is well. I'm just talking for a little bit to give Master Wayne some time to come on. He got a big show for you guys today, man. He got some surprises for you. Money Great Empire says, shout out from Belize. Shout out to Belize, man. I'll be back there soon. I'll be back in Belize very, very, very soon. Very soon I'll be back in Belize. But right now I'm just relaxing in El Salvador, but I'll be back in Belize soon. I'm thinking within the next 2 weeks I should be in Belize. Yeah, I'm doing a live from outside where I'm staying at. The weather's good. People always ask about the weather here in El Salvador. The weather's good. The food is good. It's just a relaxing environment here in where I'm staying at in El Salvador, and I'm staying at a place called Zona Rosa. People always ask me where you staying at. I'm staying at a place called Zona Rosa. The Amazon show is getting ready to come on. Like I said before, if anybody just came in alive, Master Wayne is setting up everything right now, and the Amazon show will be coming on sooner than you think. So I'm just talking with you, just like a little talk with you guys, just catching up with you before he comes on the live. And once again, thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for the birthday wishes. I greatly appreciate that. Cheesy Sama, everyone like, subscribe. Everyone, what do you say? Everyone like, subscribe, share. Thank you. Gracias. Charles, what's going on with you, Charles Explorer? What it do, Philly? Trying to be in Belize next month. That's what's up. That's what's up. You might see me there if you're there in August. More than likely, champ, you're going to see me there. How's the Wi-Fi? Is it coming in clear, guys? Is the Wi-Fi coming in clear? Let me know. Is the Wi-Fi coming in clear? Let me know, because you know we're on StreamYard right now. Let me know if the Wi-Fi is coming in clear. I would greatly appreciate that. But is the Wi-Fi coming in clear? Let me know. Jamel said, PhillyDom on the move. Yes, indeed, Jamel, man. I'm mad that I didn't get to see you when I was in Philly, man. Man. I thought we was going to link up, man. Go to Reading Terminal again. But there'll be other times. I'll be back. You know, as long as I got family there, I'll always be in Philadelphia. I got a lot of family in Philadelphia, so I'll always be there, you know. I'm on the road all the time now, but I'll definitely make more time. For Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, my hometown. Jamel say your Wi-Fi is excellent on my end. Okay, that's double checking, man. Double checking. Logan says so far so good, Philly. Not a problem, man. I'm just holding you guys on the live until Master Wayne comes on the live. He's coming real soon. Jamel said that was my fault. Oh, it's no problem, man. I know you probably working. You know you got stuff going on. I understand, champ. I understand. Then Charles said, "Clear, hit that like button." Yeah, everybody hit the like button. And once again, thank you for all you guys do for me, man. Pushing the channel, sharing my videos. Right now, we got a video from Haiti that we trying to push to a million views. We almost there. If you go to the community post, you'll see it. Man, share that video. It means a lot to me, and it would mean a lot to the Haitian community because they always show Haiti in a negative light. But enough what I'm talking about. Let's get the man of the hour on here. Master Wayne. Wow.
PhillyDom.
What's good, my brother?
Oh, man, another beautiful day in paradise.
That's all right, champ. I'm glad to hear that.
Know it.
Hey, the mighty DR. That's all right.
Yes, sir. Life is beautiful.
That's good to hear that, my brother. That's right. I agree with you 100,000%. The floor is yours, Master Wayne. Wow! Do your thing, man.
All right, let me go ahead and get my screen share up and running. Share screen.
Not a problem. Take your time. Take your time. We got a lot of people watching.
All right, I think we're ready to go.
Not a problem.
All right, appreciate that introduction as always.
Not a problem,
my name is Wayne McShay. I have over 50 clients that I've taught FBA, Amazon too, and they refer to me as Master Wayne because I am a certified Amazon guru and expert. I've been doing this for 9 years, and I've done everything from private label, retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, wholesaling, and working with other brands. And so I can teach you how to do every facet of the business. I'm not just a one-stop shop, it's everything. So without further ado, let's stop all the talking, let's just jump right into it. All right, so need to address this first. If you are in a financial state where you're just barely getting by, this may not be for you. This is a global business platform. Amazon will set you up to have a business all over the world. Number two, In terms of difficulty, 1 being the least difficult, 10 being the most, Amazon is a 10. So you got to bring your A game. This is not play. If you're not running your business the way you're supposed to, and you're not keeping your Amazon customers satisfied, Amazon will ban you, suspend you, shut you down, and that's it. You're out of business. They don't care if you got $50,000 waiting to be paid out to you. Once they ban you, suspend you, that $50,000 is going to sit there. I don't know the duration of time, but I know they'll hold on that for almost 90 days before you even get that. So, this right here is global business, no easy button. This is not Staples where you can just press that red button. Now, if you're married to your excuses, this is not going to work for you, because no one is going to get you up in the morning and tell you to go work your Amazon business. When you come home, from your day job, if you're tired, or you go out to the club, or you go on vacation, no excuses. Nobody's going to force you or, put you in a predicament and try to motivate you to work your business and grow it. This is not get rich quick. Wealth has to be accumulated, and you need a system and a method in place in order to accomplish it. And then you just have to work that system. And number 5, if you have poor money management skills. Let me give you an example. I had a college student who was a sophomore at Kennesaw State. And within his first 4 months, he had got himself up to making $1,800 every 2 weeks. And sorry to say this, but he took that $1,800 and he went shopping. And then he didn't reinvest it back into his business. And when he got paid out his next disbursement of $1,800, he went shopping again. And so that pretty much just killed his business. Now he can start over from the ground up, but why would you do that? So it's all about money management skills. You can start to scale this up. And as I get further into this presentation, I'm going to show you products that I buy. I'm going to be fully transparent. I've never really done this before, but I'm going to show you how I make $1,000 a day in less than 5 minutes. And you're going to see the product. If you want to go look it up and try to track it down yourself and see what the hell I'm doing, no problem. I'm going to be fully transparent. All right, so you already know that Amazon is a global business, but what you probably didn't know is that these 9 retailers that you see on the screen are the 9 largest retailers in the United States: Walmart, Home Depot, Costco, CVS, Target, Lowe's, Walgreens, Kroger, Best Buy. Most of you have probably shopped at every single one of these retailers, but combined, all 9 are only worth $1.07 trillion. And the reason why that's significant is because Amazon by itself is worth 1.4 trillion. So Amazon by itself is worth more money than the next 9 largest competitors combined. And to put that into perspective, here's a little graph that shows you Amazon 1.4 and Walmart at 339 billion. Now, I've traveled up to over 41 states. I've been to 15 countries, and I've been on 3 continents. And I was under the impression that Walmart was a lot bigger than Amazon, because no matter what state I went to or what city I went to, there was always a Walmart. And so Amazon is kind of hidden. I mean, you see the Amazon Prime vans all over the place nowadays, but back a couple of years ago, you didn't see that. They didn't have their own vans and shipping. And so I thought Walmart was just the antithesis, and I thought it was a lot larger, but I couldn't have been more wrong. It's a good thing I was wrong. So Amazon as a global business gives you access to fulfillment centers, 100 worldwide, and then 15 sorting centers worldwide. So your products will be moving all over the globe, and I'm going to lay out the whole system for you. And then this course is unlike anything else. Most people just say, hey, sign up with this link I give you and go to the website and put in your email address and a password, and then you got to watch 4 million videos and hope that you learn it. But what I've come to learn is that human beings just don't learn like that. After about a good 5-10 videos at the most, that's it. We're tapped out. And so, nobody's going to motivate you to get on the log into the membership area tomorrow and try to watch the other 4 million videos. So I don't teach like that. I'm going to teach you one-on-one on a Zoom session. And I'm going to walk you through the whole process. Click here, click there, do this, do that, till your whole business is up and operational. And then it's going to be repetitive. It's going to be maybe 3 times a week with these one-on-one Zoom sessions until you can do everything that I've instructed you to do step by step without me saying a word. So like on the last call or so, once I see that you've got the logistics down, I'm just going to sit on a Zoom call and be like, okay, let me see if you know what you're doing. And then you're going to go through the process. And if you're making mistakes, I'm going to take notes. And at the end, I'm going to tell you what you're doing wrong so you can fix it. And I also give you a checklist so you can go through and practice when we're not on a Zoom call. So I figured that this is the best way for people to learn and be successful. It gives you the best ratio of being successful of anything else. All right, so Amazon gives you the capacity to reach 185 customers worldwide. And by the way, there are only 195 countries in the world, but if that war in Ukraine keeps going on, it's going to be 194. All right, so Amazon fulfillment was started back in 2006, and 51% of the planet now shops on Amazon. So most people say, well, this is a scam. You can't do that on Amazon. And that's just misinformation, or it's just lack of knowledge. So go back to 2006, and I'm sure you probably remember that Amazon used to sell books. And so they would, back then when the internet was kind of in its infancy in 2006, online universities started popping up. And this started a lot of direct competition with physical universities, brick and mortar universities. And so a lot of small universities ended up losing their accreditation and going out of business and going, like to give you a perfect example, one of the most prominent HBCUs in Atlanta, Morris Brown, that's what happened to them. Just went out of business. And I mean, it's right there with Morehouse, it's right there with Spelman, and it's right there along with Clark. And so, you know, I mean, the internet really changed the landscape of how we do business. So Amazon gathered up all those books and enlisted third-party sellers like you and I to start shipping those books into Amazon. And what Amazon figured out after a couple of years is like, you know what? Not only can we do this with books, but we believe we could do this with just about any product on the planet. And that's exactly what they did. They enlisted third-party sellers like myself or yourself. And it was like, look, ship your products into our fulfillment centers and we'll take it from there. So once your product reaches a fulfillment center, they'll handle customer service for you. They'll pick, pack, and ship it straight to your customer for you. You'll never even have to talk to a customer. And man, that's just super convenient. They'll handle returns and they also handle liability. So if your product arrives to the customer and it's damaged or it gets stolen or it just never makes it to the customer, Amazon assumes that responsibility. All you have to do is just make sure that you have your receipt that you purchased it, because Amazon's going to want to know how much you paid for that product so they can reimburse you. But if you don't have your receipt, then that's going to be a problem. All right, so for 5 years, I did real estate with Caldwell Banker from 2004 to 2009. And I can tell you firsthand that the annual return on investment for real estate deals is about 10 or 11%. And so 401k, 5 to 8%. Mutual funds, 8 to 10%. Savings account, about 0.50 cents. It's nothing. And so real estate, about 11% annually. Stocks, a lot of people play the whole stock market game, but man, I don't understand why they do that. It's like a rigged game. It goes up and it collapses and people lose all their money, and then they get back in there and lose all their money all over again. Unless you're a member of Congress and you have inside knowledge of stocks, it's not something that I would do. I don't really, like, I'm gonna be in Vegas 2 weeks from now because my niece is getting married out there, and I'm not much of a gambler, so I might play a few slots, but that's about it. I don't believe in gambling my money. I believe in getting a return on investment on my money. All right, so Here's the business model that I got laid out for you. So what you see in front of you is like 10 products, right? This column to the far left is what you'll see. And that's the buy price of the product. So basically, I'm going to set you up with software, 6 of them in total. And these software is going to go out 24 hours a day and search all these retailers, like the 9 largest retailers that I mentioned earlier, and thousands of other retailers that you've never even heard of before. But it's just looking for that product on Amazon, and it matches up with the product at the retailer, and it's giving you how much the buy price is at that retailer, and then how much you can sell it for on Amazon. So let's say for this first example, you buy this product for $67.49. Ship it into Amazon, sell it for $149.94, and then you walk away with a $55 profit. That's an 82% return on investment. And if you go down, you can see that your return on investment will always be a minimum of 30%. Now, do we go below 30% at times? Absolutely. It just depends on the deal. And so I'm going to give you the capacity to, one, see historical data on this product. That means 90 days in the past. And then you're going to be able to see what's presently going on with this product right now in real time. So that way you can make an informed decision as to whether or not you want to purchase this product. And this right here is a real life example. So, you know, this is a Disney monster toy. You can pick this up at Target. It's $16.99. You go through the process of sending this into Amazon, and it tells you here that, okay, if you buy this for $16.99 and sell it for $52.98, you can walk away with $22 profit or 133% return on investment. And so when you get here, it tells you that this is selling 45 times a month. And so you also can see the stock level of each one of these 3 sellers. And they're grayed out, so this means that they are FBM sellers. And so you have FBM and FBA. FBA stands for Fulfillment by Merchant. That simply means you're selling your product through Amazon, but your product is not actually at an Amazon fulfillment center. You either have it at a storage facility, at your house, in your basement, in your garage, wherever you can put it, in a spare bedroom, doesn't matter. And then once it sells, Amazon notifies you, and then you have a limited amount of time in order to ship it out to your customer. And if you don't ship out on time, or you get bad reviews on a product, again, you're out of business. So we don't want to do FBM, we do FBA. And FBA gives you precedence over all the FBM sellers. So you can see this person has it at $44.98, they have it at $44.98, and they have theirs at $52.98. All right, so the most important thing on this page is just condense all this information together. So when you're actually analyzing a product, you can just see all of this information at a glance. But the most important thing.
Sorry about that. They can't see the screen. That's what they're saying. The screen.
Oh, they can't see?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just going through the whole presentation and can't see the screen. They told me. Oh, okay. Let's see. I'm gonna. Oh, okay. Share. All right. Well, at least they heard it thus far. And now they'll be able to see it. Okay. So now you can see it, correct? Philly, can you see it?
I can see it. They can see it.
Okay. Okay, great. All right, so on this screen, you can see that the most important thing I have highlighted with this arrow, and that's $13.14. And that's the fee that Amazon's going to charge you for making this process happen. So to recap, you buy this product for $16.99, you send it into Amazon over here to step number 2, and you sell it for $52.98. Once you sell it, number 3, Amazon's going to take out their fee, $13.14. And then they're going to give you a total balance of $39.84. Now, if you're doing the math, your profit is going to end up being $22.85. And Amazon reimburse you for the $16.99 that you paid for the product. So now you can go purchase another product, same one for $16.99 again, and do this all over again. But every time you do it, you're going to walk away with $22 profit. All right. This is another real world product that I used to sell, all right, when I was in the kiddie pool. And I'm going to explain the difference between the kiddie pool and the adult pool in a second. So you can see right here, this product is $15. So you actually buy these separately, and then you bundle them together. So they're actually $5 a piece. You buy 3, that's $15. And I was attempting to sell it for $48.20. All right, so on this next screen is inside of my seller account, and you can just go down the list and see that I sold this for $40.99, this one for $41.99, this one for $45.99, and the last one for $45.65. And here, when you make the sale, at first the order is going to be pending. So you'll be like, Amazon say, okay, you made 3 sales today and they're pending. And once those sales are complete, like this one, then that money will immediately be transferred over to your total balance. And every 2 weeks, Amazon will pay you out that total balance. Direct deposit straight to your bank account. All right, now, the next screen. So I sold it here, $45.75, $42.97, $45.99, $43.99, and $43.99. And the same thing here, pending, and then these 4 were already complete. All right. Next screen, $43.99 all the way down. And you can see right here in the middle, this one order was canceled. That's no problem. That order goes back into your inventory, and then you simply resell it. All right, so here's a breakdown. All right, so overall, my average selling price ended up being $44. I purchased 15 of them. And you see my average profit was $17.52, and my ROI was $116. So right here, you see the full breakdown. I sold 15 at $44, so that ends up being $660 in sales. Amazon takes their fee for selling all 15, which comes out to be $172. And then that leaves me with a total payout of $487.75. So the $225 that I paid for the product, I get that back. And then on top of that, I get a whopping profit of $262.75. All right, so right here, you can see my price was $45.86. And on this screen, you can see I'm right here in the number 6 position, $45.86. And you can see that I'm going up against 20 other sellers. Down here, 19 prime sellers, 2 merchant sellers. And the total stock that they have is 89. But all that is irrelevant if you know how to maneuver your product, have it repriced, and slide into the buy box. And I'll explain that a little bit later. All right, so there's 2 pools that Amazon has. It has a kiddie pool and it has an adult pool, right? So if you can't swim, if you don't have the budget for it, you're gonna be in the kiddie pool. Can you make money in the kiddie pool? Absolutely, it's just gonna be more difficult. So you're gonna have to be disciplined to make money in the kiddie pool because you get a lot of novice, newbie sellers that come to the Amazon marketplace, don't really know what they're doing, they're not properly trained, and they just undercut each other. And they'll undercut one another until, you know, you might have a $20 profit margin, and then you'll look up the next day and that thing is all the way down to a $5 profit margin. And that continues until it's no longer even profitable. That's the kiddie pool. The adult pool is any product that you purchase over $100. So kiddie pool, if you purchase a product for under $100, that's the kiddie pool. Saturation, competition, low profits. Adult pool, everything over $100, on up to a few $1,000 will get you into the adult pool, much less competition, much less saturation, and higher profits. So this right here is obviously a sewing machine. You can see here, I purchased a quantity of 5. It's selling on average 72 times per month. And so my ROI is 66% and my profit is $77 each time I sell one. I buy it for $119 and retail it for $259. And here you can see how that ends up being dispersed out. So, you know, when I sell all 5, I ended up making $385.05. And it literally took me 5 minutes to transact this entire process. You know, I log on my computer in the morning when I wake up, I go to the retailer, I'll scan it, make sure it's profitable, I'll purchase it, and then I'll add it to a couple of different software so I can create a backup, and then I add it to a spreadsheet for the prep and ship center that I use, and then it goes in Amazon, and 30 days later, boom, it starts selling. But this is not guesswork. So again, you can see right here that right now, when I scanned this, it was out of stock. So nobody even had this in stock, and it's selling, of course, 72 times a month on average. And so you're going to find this with a lot of products that are in the adult pool. It's like they sell so fast, they can't keep them in stock. And then newbie sellers can't really afford to play in the adult pool. So that's why there's much less competition. All right, here's another one of my products. So this right here is a digital electric smoker. I pay $187.31 for it, and I retail it at $499. And you can see here, I already know that I can sell it. So my return on investment, $72%, and my profit every time I sell one, $135.65. Now you can see right here, for this example, I purchased 8 of them, and now I'm gonna show you a breakdown. So here's the competition. This sells 13 times per month, right? There's only one FBM seller. And as you see, I'm out of stock right now. So there's only one FBM seller, and he has his priced at $429.98, and he only has 3 in stock. So until mine's get in stock, then his is going to sell, or hers. I don't know whether that's a male or female who owns the store. And so that's the level of competition that you'll be facing when you purchase products over $100 and you're no longer in the kiddie pool. It becomes taking candy from a baby. So here's a full-scale breakdown. Right here, you can see that I paid $187.31, right? And it's telling me that the price for this one merchant seller was $429. Now, as an FBA seller, I'm not going to sell mine for $429. I'm going to sell mine for $499. And the reason being is because if you're a consumer and you come to this listing to buy this electric smoker, you're going to see $429, and then you're going to see $499. And depending on when you need this, it's going to determine on which one you buy. If you're planning like a barbecue or a nice holiday in your backyard, and you just need the electric smoker within a week's time, you can't get that from the FBM seller. If you buy it from the FBM seller, it's going to take 2 weeks for it to arrive at your door. But if you buy it from me for $60 more at $499, it would be at your door, Amazon Prime, 2-day shipping. So this is why FBA sellers get the advantage over FBM sellers. You can sell your products for more, and Amazon is going to maneuver you into the buy box and convince the customer this is what you need to purchase because it's already at an Amazon fulfillment center. So I bought 8 for $187.31, and so when you sell all 8, that ends up being when you buy all 8, that's $1,498 that I spent to buy all 8. Now, 30 days later, they'll make it in Amazon, and then I'll sell all 8, over a 30-day period. And so I sell all 8 for $499.99. That ends up being a little bit shy, 8 cents shy of $4,000. So you can see right here, total cost. This is Amazon's fee to make this whole transaction happen. So Amazon is going to take out $1,416.25. And that's going to leave me with a total payout of $2,583.67. So if you remember, I paid $1,498 for all 8 of these electric smokers. So immediately, once I sell them all, Amazon has reimbursed me for every single one that I purchased. And then on top of that, I get a $1,000 profit. And remember, I did this whole transaction in 3 minutes. Now, I have a friend, a longtime girlfriend. She's a patent attorney. She makes $400,000 a year. And I can tell you that she doesn't make $1,000 an hour, yet I'm making $1,000 in 3 to 5 minutes. And I'm going to teach you the same exact process. I mean, when you have a system in place and you learn the methodology of how to do this, you can do this every day, 3 to 5 minutes, and then have the rest of your day to enjoy and do whatever you want. So this is how I make over $30,000 a month. All right, so now here's the formula. Remember, my motto is I never ever guess about success. I either calculate it and measure it so I'll know what's going on. You know, it's like if you went to Vegas and you were playing blackjack, you know, the dealer, you know, uses multiple decks, and they do this so that players can't count the cards. Because if you can count the cards, then you already know, you know, what your chances of success are. It's like if you play spades, you know that, you know, every suit there's 13 books, right? And so you'll know when you get down to the last book. If you got 4 rounds and everybody plays a book, then that's 12 cards, and you know there's only 1 card left, and that card is going to be trump because nobody else has any more. Or, you know, if you get rid of all your diamonds, as soon as somebody plays diamonds, bam, you're cutting those diamonds because, you know, you probably got 7 or 8 spades. So I utilize that same philosophy of mathematics to make all the buying decisions, and I'm gonna teach you how to do the same thing. So first thing first, you'll know it's profitable from day one, as soon as you analyze it in real time. You'll know what your return on investment is going to be. You'll know how many FBA sellers you're going up against, if any. You'll know how many merchant sellers there are, if any. 2, you'll also, 5, you'll also know the competition, the competition's inventory level. So you may say, okay, they only have 3 in stock. By the time mine make it into Amazon, they'll be out of stock. And you'll be able to compare this by how many times it sells per month. All right, 6 is BSR. That's the bestseller ranking. I don't really give too much credence to this. I just pay attention to how many times it sells per month and how many people are selling it. Like for the digital smoker, just one person selling it, and it sells 13 times a month, and he only had 3 in stock. So, you know, he'll sell his 3, and then it'll sell 10 more times, and that's where I come in, so I can sell my 8, and then, you know, re-up and give somebody else a chance to make some sales and make some money. 7, you need to know whether or not you're even eligible to sell any given product, and I'll show you how to do that too. And then 8, again, the sales per month. How many times is this product selling per month? If you know that, and you know how many sellers you're going up against and the competition, the inventory level, it's candy, taking candy from a baby. It's child's play. And 9, this is a global business. So you'll be able to sell these products internationally, and I'll show you how to scan the international marketplaces on Amazon to know whether or not you want to have those products shipped around the world to different sellers, different buyers. And then I'm going to also teach you additional trade secrets that nobody else is probably teaching you or that you currently don't know. So here's a quick overview. First, we source products from retailers all around the globe for a low price. We buy it at that low price. Then we send it to a prep and ship center because we don't want to be dealing with products ourselves. We don't want products coming to our house every day. And can you do that if you wanted to? Absolutely. Matter of fact, I actually advise you to do that when you're getting started. So if you're out of the store, you'll have an app downloaded to your phone. It'll be the Amazon Seller Central app. And all you have to do is open the app and scan products, and it'll let you know whether or not it's profitable once you put in your buy costs. All right, next, those products go from the prep and ship center into Amazon. Amazon will check them into their fulfillment centers, and then boom, they go live for sale, and then they sell at that higher retail price. And then, of course, you pocket the difference and do it all over again. And yes, you can do this with an unlimited number of products. Now, this right here is a spreadsheet. So after I make it mandatory that you actually manage your own business for a minimum of 30 days. After that, you can bring on a virtual assistant. The virtual assistant will run you $50 a week. That's $10 a day. If you can find a cheaper virtual assistant, no problem. But I personally train these virtual assistants to come in and manage your Amazon account for you. So now you really don't even have to do any work. You can just get like a prepaid credit card if you want, upload, $1,000 a day or how much money you're purchasing, and then they'll go and buy the products for you, and you'll be able to check your business in real time directly from your Amazon seller app 24 hours a day and monitor your whole business. So it's completely hands off at that point. Now, so first thing I do is I help you to set up your Amazon account correctly. So many people try to take the initiative to do this themselves, and they mess it up, and then it's kind of hectic to try to get them cleared up and get Amazon to actually verify them. So I'll walk you through this process myself, and before you even do anything, I send you what's called the Amazon registration checklist, just to let you know all the documentation that you're going to need, what to do with that documentation, and how to have everything prepared. So once we do our first Zoom call to set up your Amazon account, you're already prepared. Number two, this is a global business. In the United States, the estimated traffic that Amazon brings in is 2.31 billion. All right, Canada, 133 million, on down the list. And this is what makes Amazon so lucrative. So day one, I'm going to have you selling your products in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And then I'm going to show you how to branch out into these other Amazon countries so you can start scaling up your business and multiplying your results. So if you get to the point where you're making, $1,000, every 2 weeks in the United States, and you start branching out into these other marketplaces, now you can multiply that and start making more money. But you have to be disciplined. And then of course, I hire a virtual assistant, train a virtual assistant to manage your account once you're ready. So that way you can start scaling up your business. And this is not a one-stop shop. So I got to be thorough here and explain to you exactly what's going to happen. Me setting up your Amazon business and giving you the initiative and the system to make this work, and then training you in detail, that's nothing, okay? That's the precursor. What I'm also going to do for you is something that probably 99% of you don't already correctly have set up, and that is to properly set you up with a business entity. So one, we're going to have you register for an LLC. I'll show you how to choose a name so your LLC also matches your Amazon account, and the Amazon account also matches a Gmail address that you're going to set up. After you have your LLC, you're going to go to your local county office or in whatever county or state you live in, and then you're going to apply for a business license. So at this point, you got your LLC, you have your business license, and you got your EIN number or a tax identification number. Next, we're going to have you register for your Dun & Bradstreet number. So now your business is on Dun & Bradstreet. And last but not least, we're going to have you go to the Department of Revenue and apply for a reseller's permit. And in the state of Georgia, where I'm from, the Department of Revenue reseller's permit is free. It may be free in your state or it may not be. But now that you have your legal business entity set up correctly, first thing I'm going to have you do is move everything out of your legal name and into your business. That's how you should properly have things set up. Nothing should be in your name. Your house shouldn't be in your name. Your car shouldn't be in your name. You should be debt free. If somebody looks up your credit report, they should see nothing but your name and your address. That's it. Now that you have everything in under your business entity, the next thing we're going to do is make sure that your personal credit is good. If you need credit repair, I have a credit repair specialist on hold that can start repairing your credit for you. You want to do nothing but furniture with the login and the password to give you instructions. It's $599, and that's it. All right, so once your credit is good, we're going to do two things. We're going to use your personal credit now to get you business funding. Now, if you were to get personal funding under your legal name, you might be able to get $10,000, $25,000, and that's maybe like a 700 credit score. But with that same type of credit, moving over to the business side, you can get $250,000 in business funding because now you are a legal business entity. So after you get your business funding, now you can start funneling all that money into your Amazon business. And that's where things start to take off for you, because now you can do what I do and order $1,500 worth of products a day or $2,000 worth of products per day. And then, man, your return on investment, you'll be making $1,000 a day in profit. And then next thing you know, you'll look up and you're making $30,000 a month and more. And you can keep on scaling. All right, after we have your business set up and everything out of your government name, the next thing we're going to do is get you a grant writer. And that grant writer is going to apply for grants for you and write the grants for you every single week. And they are grants that you can go to get from the Small Business Administration specifically for your e-commerce business. And they'll give you the grant for expanding your business globally. And now you know that this is why Amazon is so powerful, because yes, your business is set up in the United States, but now the SBA is going to give you free money that you'll never have to expand your Amazon business globally. And so this ends up being free money. So you take this free money and you pay off whatever business debt that you have under your business. And now your business is debt free and you're making more money than you know what to do with every single month. So this is a full-scale service that I offer to all my clients, and I'm going to be walking you through this step by step. I even brought on a guest speaker who will also address your Amazon taxes for you. At the end of the year, Amazon's going to give you a 1099, and you can just send everything over to her, and she'll know how to take care of it. She's also expert in credit repair, and then creating your LLC and getting business funding and then grants. So it's a full service system to get you in business and off the ground and into the air. All right, now that we got that out the way, the buy box. So this right here is a Samsung Galaxy A10 phone. And as you can see, there's 10 people selling it. So if you look right here, it says new 10 from 128.84. So what happens here is like what I showed you earlier. Amazon is going to rotate each one of these sellers in and out of the buy box. And this is this little square over here. So when a consumer comes to Amazon, it's like, oh, I need this A10 Samsung Galaxy phone. They're going to click on add to cart or buy now. And when they do that, one of these 10 sellers will be in the buy box and they'll be awarded the sale. And so when that happens, that seller wins the sale and they're the ones who get paid. But there's 24 hours in a day. So every couple of hours, Amazon's going to rotate another seller in there, another seller. So if you say 10 divided by 24, let's say each seller gets 2 hours in there, right? But 2 times 10 is 20, but there's still 4 hours left. So who wins the buy box for those other 4 hours? And those are your FBA sellers or the seller with the best price. So I'm going to show you how to really crush this, manipulate the buy box and win it more times than that. All right, before you even make a purchase, I'm going to show you how to get cash back. And this is huge because every time you go to a retailer, I'm going to show you how to get these extensions to pop up on your screen. Some of you may already have it, and it'll give you cash back before you even purchase the product. I'm talking 2% on up to 10%, before you even make the purchase. And we don't even factor this into our profits. So in actuality, your profits will be a lot higher, but we never even factor this in. It's just icing on the cake. So Amazon has what they call bundles. And a lot of my clients don't take advantage of this. And I guess it's just due to laziness, or it's just more work for them to do. But you got three types of bundles: multi, complementary, and variety. So let me show you how you run this down. This is two separate products, shampoo and conditioner. I combined them together in this listing and sold them overseas in Europe. And you can see that they're 400 milliliters. So you basically just take two separate listings. They were being sold separately. Shampoo over here and conditioner on another listing. And I'll show you how to bundle them together and sell them together, and how I'll even show you how to get this data to know exactly what customers want to purchase combined. And some of you may have already seen this on Amazon, where it tells you frequently bought together, but they're basically telling you what customers are buying in conjunction with one product to another product. All right, so this right here was hand soap. I did this at the start of the pandemic back in 2020. And I was able to buy each one of these for a little over $2. And you can see right here, I was reselling it for $24, making a whopping killing and going to the bank. I even, gave them the option of whether or not they wanted a pack of one, a pack of two, a pack of three. And I'll show you how to create these listings. And then this decreases the likelihood that somebody else can sell this same product. So you actually deter the competition, because this is more work for them to duplicate your success. All right, so this right here is a variety bundle. That last bundle was a multi-pack. So you got purple, blue, green cutting boards, the cutting board kit, and then you have magic markers. So these are three separate products, but you bundle them together as a variety, and you can make a nice little profit off of doing this. And of course, decrease the competition. Now, this is a FBA group that I'm in on Facebook, and somebody posted in here, and I just took a screenshot of this because I wanted to share this with you. It says, so my best friend asked me for my Amazon storefront name because he was curious and interested to see what I was selling on Amazon. I gave it to him thinking nothing of it. And now he wants to open an Amazon seller account selling my exact same ASINs. Now, opening up an Amazon account and trying to sell the same exact ASINs, that's difficult. So he didn't say that he actually did it, but he said that he was wanting to try it, because you got to know what you're doing first and foremost, even to set things up properly. All right, and so my advice to all you sellers: do not give out your Amazon storefront name to anyone, even if it's your family and friends. People are lazy, have no morals, and they just want to piggyback off your success. So to bring this home, this is not multi-level marketing. This is not a sweepstakes. This is not a raffle. You don't have to share your Amazon storefront name or your Amazon business with anyone. Even if you get, and now, of course, I'm also going to show you how to set up a separate website so you can also list your products on your website as well as your Amazon store. But there's no need for you to share any of that information with anybody else. If someone asks you what you do, be honest and tell them, yeah, I have an Amazon business. And then, but don't share your store name with them, because then they don't go and look it up because it's public information and they're going to be nosy. So keep your Amazon store confidential, even from your family and friends. All right, and then of course, some people are just haters. They'll go to your Amazon store and just purchase products from your store, and they give you a bad review. So I have seen that happen quite a few times. So that's why you don't have to give out your store name. Amazon's going to give you free customers, more free customers than you know what to do with. All right, so if you miss out on all these companies, Google all the way down to NFTs and Bitcoin and Microsoft and Facebook, no problem, because Amazon is making it possible for you to change your life financially right now, today. And so highlighted in red, Amazon makes $638 million a day. And as you see, they also bring in $4 billion a week, or $26 million an hour, or $443,000 a minute. Now, there's 350 million people in the United States. So when people say, yo, Amazon is saturated, you can't make any money, those are naysayers who don't know what they're talking about. So Amazon brings in $638 million a day. There are only 350 million people in the United States. If all 350 million people in the United States were to make $1,000 a day, Amazon would still profit $288 million per day. Simple math. So there is no saturation. I mean, there is competition, but that's, you know, that's the kiddie pool. So, you know, it's just, it is what it is. You have to be able to deal with that if that's what your budget entails and that's all you can afford. So it'll take you longer to really start making some significant money, but you can still be profitable and make money starting off a little smaller if you don't have the budget. Now, I've been getting a lot of requests for testimonials. And so what I used to do is, you know, have you guys hit me up on Facebook, send me a Facebook friend request, and then I send you over to my Facebook group, and then I have all my clients post their testimonials and their results in the Facebook group. But now I'm having clients create video testimonials, and I'm putting that in the Facebook group. So I didn't have an opportunity to download those videos and show them to you here because they would make the presentation just 10 minutes longer than it needs to be. But I just decided to give this one because this client of mine, he's 72 years old. His name is Juan Hassan, and he has a full-time courier business. So he's driving up and down the East Coast from Florida all the way up to Massachusetts. And then when he gets home, he still has to go to sleep, and then he gets up and he manages his Amazon business for an hour. And you can just read here, you know, he says, you know, I'm the guy who's gotten a couple of shout outs from Wayne, though probably undeserved. First of all, I'd like to say a special thanks to Master Wayne for being my coach and mentor. I can tell you that Wayne has proven to be, for me, a godsend. He is not only incredibly knowledgeable about the Amazon reseller business, as I'm sure you all have figured out by now, but most importantly, he is genuinely passionate and very unselfish about providing the tools of success for all his clients. I would strongly encourage all of you, including myself, to listen to everything that he teaches you about the Amazon reseller business. Don't try to change or switch up from the script. If you don't comprehend everything you hear at first, just stay the course and play by the game plan. I guarantee you that the understanding about the business will come from our remaining steadfast and being patient with the process. I wish you all the highest levels of success. And so now that you've read this testimonial, once you send me a Facebook friend request, you can watch. I just had 2 clients just post 2 video testimonials where you can just see them on screen talking about their experience in the business. Now, what I don't encourage my clients to do is talk about how much money they're making. And the reason why I do this, because there are slightly over 300 players in the NBA, right? So a player like Kobe Bryant, you know, would make almost $200 million a year, where, you know, the player coming off the bench might be making a few $100,000. So just because one person makes this amount of money doesn't mean that you're going to make that amount of money. So I encourage my clients not to even talk about how much money they're making, just to give an honest and transparent testimonial, because what one person is earning has no effect on how much money you're going to earn. And statistically, I hate to tell you this, but 90% of all startup businesses fail. So I just had a conversation with all my clients the other day, and it's 50 of us. I have 50 clients. And I said, listen, I gave them the same statistics. I said 90% of all startup businesses are going to fail. The reasons why they fail are numerous. We're not even going to get into that. But what we are going to get into is that I told my clients, listen, there's 50 of you guys in this group, but only 5 of you are going to succeed based off of those statistics. So only 10%. So the same is true for you. I can't motivate you to get up and work your business. I can only give you the tools for success like I do everybody. And, you know, you have direct access to my phone number. You can call me 24 hours a day or leave a voice message, and then I'll hit you right back as soon as I get an opportunity. Or if you have a question, you can just same thing, hit me up, Facebook, Instagram, or call me directly if you want to talk. I have a client. His name is Ernest Falks. He's not a client yet, but he's flying over here to the Dominican Republic September. He already booked his ticket and everything. And he's called me probably about 7 or 8 times just so I can answer his questions and talk him through the process. So once he flies over here, he'll already have everything set up. And he won't be the first client that I've had fly over here and meet me. I just had a client, his name is Adam Humphreys. He might be on Watching at Night. He was already a client of mine, but after he was in the business and started ordering his products, he flew over here just to hang out with me. And so we can sit down face to face and go through the business. So, you know, he can see it for himself. And another client, his name is Walter Moore. He was the most skeptical of all my clients. He still is skeptical because he's in the very beginning phases of his business, and he's just now starting to order products. But I welcome his skepticism, and he flew here, and before he signed up, he wanted to meet me in person and come out to my villa and see it for his own eyes on the computer. So I set him down and I walked him through it, and then I had a Zoom session with an actual client while he was here, and another one of his friends were here too. So we were out on the patio, smoking cigars, drinking some beers, having a good time. And then I had to come in and, you know, get on a Zoom session with a client for 30 minutes. But they were able to just overhear the entire session and see it with their own eyes. So in front of you is a screenshot of my main account. And as you can see here, I was explaining earlier that, you know, you'll have pending orders coming in. And when those pending orders coming in, they'll be listed right here. And then your daily sales will be listed right here. And you can see I had 16 orders for this day and made $4,000 and no buyer messages. And you can see I don't even really worry about my buy box percentage because that ends up being irrelevant if you're doing things how I teach you correctly. And you can see my total balance payout is $26,584. And so when these funds clear, they'll move over here to the total balance. So this is how your account will look. And you can see, right, I'm selling on 9 different Amazon marketplaces. So I'm a global Amazon seller. And on next screen, no more screenshots. This is a recorded video. This is at my apartment in Santo Domingo because I've lived here now for 11 months. But the first 6 months, I was here in Santo Domingo. I had a nice luxury high-rise apartment with beautiful views. That's my computer setup. You see I got the 3 computer monitor attachment to my laptop. I got the little remote controls to the air conditioning and the TV on the table. And I'm refreshing my page on my main account. You can see I'm in the Dominican Republic, so it's trying to switch me over to Spanish. And it's just like 2 days later when they transferred that balance over, and now the balance is sitting at $32,784.52. And then I'm hit the refresh button again, so you can see this is not any type of witchcraft or or a scam or me playing with the computer or anything. I'm just inside of my Amazon account, not showing you the name of it, but just showing you, you know, what the figures look like. So on that day, a couple of days later, it was early in the morning, I had $712 worth of sales coming in. Again, no buyer messages. And so that's inside of my account. Now this is inside of my bank account. So of course I have a business account with USAA. And as you can see, I have, and when I took this at this screenshot at the ATM, so you can see the last 4 digits of my bank card, 7854. And then you can see my name on the card right there, my whole full government name, George Wayne McShay, AKA Master Wayne. And then right here, I took my phone out and I took a picture of the ATM balance, and you can see 785, and then the flash blurred out the 4 at the end. And then you can see 100,000 in my savings account, and boom, just shy of 1.3 million in my checking account. So I'm official all the way. I've been traveling the world since 2015 when I started making money with Amazon. And I'm going to teach you how to do the same thing. It's just a step-by-step process. You just got to have somebody show you the way. That's all you have. That's all you need. And then for further clarification is my actual bank statement. So this is from a payment period from April of this year to May. You can see my full name, and I'm a junior. named after my father. And this is my checking account. And you can see my previous balance. And then what I deposited in here for the month, 35,000. And then, you know, you can even see what I spent. I spent 23,000. This is the month that I bought my girlfriend and I his and her motorcycles and a hammock and two, what do they call these things? They're patio furniture, but they're like hammocks, but they hang from a chain and they're just dangling in the air and you sit in them and they're like a little bubble. So I bought a couple of those and took her shopping. Actually, I took her and her sister shopping. And so then you can see my ending balance. And then once you become a client of mine, make sure you ask me about the ending balance, because I'll show you exactly what I do with my money to make sure that I pay this much in taxes. So it's all about knowledge. If you don't know, then you just don't know. You're sort of just out there in limbo. All right, let's see. All right, so this right here is me in Atlanta skydiving. So now I'm just going to show you just a couple of lifestyle photos of how I live my life and what I've been doing for the past 7 years or so. Skydiving in Atlanta, Hoover Dam, Las Vegas. I'm going to be right back there 2 weeks from now. Guadalupe, Colombia. This is in Punta Cana, Dominican Republic. I was there for 30 days. Senegal, Africa. I've also been in Morocco, Africa. This is me riding the Telefrico in Colombia, Medellin. All right. I love motorcycles, of course, helicopter tours. Matter of fact, my niece is getting married in Las Vegas, and I'm sending her and her husband on a helicopter tour. Well, I'm taking them with me. I was going to send them, but I want to do it myself. So the helicopter is going to take off from the airport in Las Vegas. It's going to fly to the Grand Canyon. And then when it gets to the Grand Canyon, it's going to land on the Grand Canyon floor. And then we're going to have dinner right there and smoke a spliff or so and just celebrate. So that's their wedding gift from me, of course, with some cash, because I know that they both like to indulge. So this is my wedding gift to both of them. And I also like to do charter yachts and catamarans. And I took my girlfriend and her sister on a nice catamaran tour here in Sosua. And it was like a 4 or 5 hour trip. They took us snorkeling. They served us lunch, an open bar, and then they sailed all the way to Puerto Plata and then dropped us off. And then we took a taxi back to Sosua. And so, I love penthouses, of course, in Medellin, nice penthouse. Punta Cana, this is a nice little penthouse Airbnb property I was at. And man, when you travel, you get to meet the best people that you've ever met in your life, because everybody is away from the hustle and bustle of their 9 to 5 or their children or their worries, and they're just out traveling, having the best time of their lives. So this is what I love to do, because the people just come with it. And so just more of me on a cruise. Here I'm in not Myrtle Beach, but at a beach in Charleston, South Carolina. Used to be 2 of my best friends right here. 2 of my good friends from Bermuda and 2 of my good friends from Medellin, Colombia. And here I am in Medellin, Colombia, on top of Tres Cruces Mountain. Medellin is perched in between 2 mountains, 5,000 feet above sea level. And so that's already at high altitude for somebody, who lives in the United States, who doesn't live in Denver, Colorado. So even though I was in great shape and I scaled this mountain, I had to stop and take a break because the air was just so thin, I couldn't breathe. So, but when you get to the top, you see I'm eating papaya or pineapple or something like that. They have little vendors up there, so you can eat, drink, replenish your energy, and then make your way back down. But you can see, once you get to the top, you can see the entire valley down below of the entire city. All right, this is what used to be one of my favorite places to go before the pandemic. So this is pre-pandemic. It's a spa castle in Dallas, Texas. Every other month, myself or a girlfriend would fly to Dallas, Texas, and just check into the hotel, built right into it. They got restaurants, they got massages, pedicures. It's just great. They got TV rooms, nap rooms, infrared tanning beds, about 7 different saunas, all with different wood or different charcoal or different ingredients, and 2 Olympic-sized swimming pools. And downstairs in the basement, just a giant bathhouse where you shower, bathe, and relax in the lounge, kick your feet up. It's just a great place to go to relax and unwind. In Atlanta, they have a place that's similar to this. It's called Jeju, but it pales in comparison. So that's why I would fly to Dallas, because it was unmatched. Boom, this is me in Medellin, Colombia, dressed up as Neo from the Matrix. Guys, you gotta escape the Matrix. So right now, you're all living, in the Matrix, and you're limited as to what you can do. And so you gotta break free. You gotta take that red pill and break free. And here I am in Costa Rica, whitewater rafting, and this was a lot of fun. It was just a perfect day for it. Before I went outdoor skydiving, I went indoor skydiving just to learn the logistics of what I was doing. And I was a season ticket holder in the ATL to all the 4 major sports franchises: the Rays, Atlanta United, the Falcons, and the Hawks. And of course, this is Lemire. He used to be my road dog, and we would go to all the games to just have a great time and travel together. Here I am in Cartagena, Colombia, penthouse, just smoking a cohiba, rock climbing, zip lining, and Totimo volcano, where you climb down and they just cover you in the basin of mud, and it's just a lot of fun. I'm gonna go back to Cartagena just to do that again. And here I am, horseback riding, four-wheeler Segway tours, exploring Tennessee. And these are 2 of my favorite whips. These are Lincoln MKZ hybrids, half gas, half electric. And I know y'all hurting right now with gas prices, so look into buying a hybrid. You don't have to be these, because these are luxury, but man, these are some great vehicles. I call them my Michael Jacksons, because one is white, one is black, and Michael is both white and black, right? And so, they have the largest panoramic sunroof of any market. The interior, you can light it up 7 different colors, and they can even parallel park themselves. So on the first date, they're just real good to parallel park and press the button, take your hand off the steering wheel, and impress your date. And this is my 3rd whip. This is the BMW i8, and it's also a hybrid, but you have to plug this in. The Lincoln MKZs, you don't have to plug it in. You just put gas in and go. And to give you an example, my mother lives in Fayetteville, Colombia. So I keep the white one parked at her house in Fayetteville, and my black Lincoln MKZ, I keep it in Atlanta. And when I come home to Atlanta, I can just jump in there. I can have the i8 in storage. And so I could just jump in there and drive on 1 tank of gas all the way to my mother's house on 1 tank of gas. And I was just home for the 4th of July, and it cost me $45 to fill up the Lincoln MKZ, and boom, 5.5 hours later, I was in Fayetteville, North Carolina on 1 tank of gas. So when gas prices are double like they are now at an all-time high, they come in handy. So here's where I used to stay at in Santo Domingo. When I arrived here, I was here for 6 months. And you can see over here, they were building a brand new shopping mall directly across the street. And so they had great views. I love this apartment. It was brand new. So I was able to pick out the furniture, and they have an IKEA in Santo Domingo. So I went to IKEA and decked it out, all that good stuff. But the noise, the construction noise from this shopping mall across the street was just too much. And then in the Dominican Republic, the streets are real small. And so in Santo Domingo, they honk their horns as they're turning a corner, because you never know what's around that corner. And you got motorbikes just zipping in and out of traffic. So between the horns and the construction, and it was just too much. So that's why I relocated to Sewer and got a nice private villa in an excluded community. But and this was during Christmas time of last year. This is my Christmas tree, and this is a view of the apartment from the outside, all lit up. And here I am with a bunch of other Amazon sellers, and we're on a field trip at an Amazon fulfillment center in Tennessee. And if you haven't figured it out by now, this is the new digital real estate. So you don't have to, put together a few $100,000 of your own money to go out and buy a single family home or a duplex or an apartment building and go in and rehab it and fix it up and pay for new floors and decor and stage it, and then hire a realtor and hope it sells for your asking price. You don't have to do that anymore. This is better than real estate. This is digital real estate. All you have to do is just purchase a product every day, 5 minutes a day, and your return on investment is several times larger than what you'll make on real estate deals annually. And if you haven't noticed, retail is dying. So this was these retailers announcing how many stores they were going to close. And really all you have to do is just walk through a shopping mall and you'll see how many kiosks are empty or how many stores are empty. And you probably already figured out and already know that retail is dying. And all of these companies were pretty much started in these small buildings or in these garages. And so you have the opportunity to do the same, but you don't even have to work in your garage. You could just work at the comfort of your dining room table or in your office, or hell, you don't even really have to get out the bed if you don't want to. But you know, Amazon is providing you with the same opportunity to get started. Now, in the act of transparency, I'm always doing my own research and development, and I'm always talking to other companies who offer the same type of sort of platform that I offer to my clients. So this particular company is called Automation Alliance. And this is a legal document that they sent me over to review their fees. And they charge $18,000 to set you up with the Amazon account. Or they also set you up, if you want, with the Walmart account and then charge you another $18,000. So if you want a Walmart and Amazon business already done for you, $36,000. And they're going to take 50% of your profit every time you get paid out. So when I saw this, I was like, no, thank you. That's a deal breaker. I would never pay that much for that. And this is another company. It's called Amazon Automation. And you need $50,000 working capital just to even talk to them. And then they're going to take 10% of that as their fee. And then they're only going to pay you out, get this, 2% a month. I just showed you where we make a minimum of 30% ROI on every single product we purchase, sometimes upwards of 100% ROI. So why would you give them $50,000 and then they're going to only pay you out 2% a month? And or that's 25% annually. That's a cap. They're not going to pay you over 25% annually. So yeah, I mean, they're really just robbing you. I would like to use the R word, but you know, we're on a live stream on Philly's channel, so I'm not going to do that. But that's exactly what this is. This is the R word. So, and you know, for an aged account, they'll charge you $15,000. So $15,000 plus having $50,000 working capital. Yeah, no. Now, in addition to what I teach, this is a site called Udemy. It's very popular. You can see this guy right here has sold 25,000 of his courses for $119. But the information in these courses is basic at best. It's like, you know, you want to graduate with a college degree, getting these courses and trying to learn how to do Amazon, but like going to elementary school. It's just not going to give you the information that you really need to succeed. It's just giving you an overview on how Amazon works and, you know, in theory, how to set it up. But these guys aren't millionaires themselves. You know, they're making good money selling rehashed courses that they just copy from one another and then, you know, selling it to you for $119. That's why the price is so low. You know, if they were given any real value away in these courses, there would be a lot more. So, you know, they're just giving you an outline, but in Amazon is a 10 out of 10 in terms of difficulty. So you're going to need much more than an outline. So what do I charge? All right, so I don't charge $15,000. I don't charge $18,000. You don't have to have $50,000 working capital. I have Plan A, which is a one-time payment of just $2,500, and that'll get you enrolled and start your training and setup process, right? And then I don't take 50% of your profits. I only take an equity stake in your business of 15%. This is how I'm able to keep this price much lower than my competitors. If I didn't take an equity stake in your business, then the minimum I would have to charge is $10,000 just to enroll and get you set up and operational and fully trained. And remember, I don't send you to a website and say, hey, watch 40 videos and try to learn it on your own. I'll walk you through it step by step. And I have a plan B. So if you're a savvy business entrepreneur and you don't want to pay me 15% of your profits every 2 weeks, no problem. I have a equity buyout for $7,500. This is plan B. And it will allow you to keep 100% equity of your Amazon business and 100% of your profits. So it's a win-win either way, regardless of which plan you choose. Now, here's something that I've never really talked to my clients in detail about, but here's something you need to know. Whether you choose plan A or plan B, at the end of the year, you get to write off either plan as a business startup. So whichever plan you choose, at the end of the year, Uncle Sam's going to give you that money back. So in actuality, the enrollment in my course ends up being free. And then after you sell your Amazon products, remember, you're immediately reimbursed for everything that you sell. And then you get profit on top of that. And let's say between now and the end of the year, you sell $10,000, or let's say you buy $10,000 worth of inventory or $10,000 worth of products. At the end of the year, you get to write that off as a business expense. So the $2,500 or the $7,500 for plan A and B, you can write that off as a business expense. So the course enrollment is free. And then if you spend $10,000 purchasing products or $20,000 purchasing product, you get that all back also as a business expense. And you can do this every single year. So even if you sell all of your products for just $1, you'll still be profitable at the end of the year. But we know that you're not going to sell your products for $1. You're going to purchase products outside of the kiddie pool if you're able to do that. And you're going to be laughing all the way to the bank the same way I do every single month. And so I just want to clarify that. And now your monthly expenses. So there's a one-time expense for the prep and ship company. I negotiated this myself. Most prep and ship companies around the world want to charge you a monthly recurring fee. I negotiated with this prep and ship company to handle all my customers for me, all my clients, and it's just a one-time fee of $49. Now, you'll need 6 softwares to make this whole thing happen. Software number 1, $139 a month. Software number 2, $17 a month. Number 3, $59, 4, $69, 5, $59, 6, $37 a month. Your Amazon seller account is going to be $39.99 a month. So add up the software plus your Amazon seller account, your monthly operating expenses, $419. So all you really need is $400 is to be able to cover your monthly operating expenses of $419 and have the money to buy products. And so after 30 days, if you want to start scaling up and you're ready for that level, you can even hire a virtual assistant, but it's not mandatory. It is mandatory that you work your business for 30 days so you'll know how to operate it just in case something, God forbid, happens to your VA and then you have to manage your business yourself. I want you to already be in the driver's seat so you'll know how to do that. So if you combine, your monthly operating expenses at $419 plus your virtual assistant, that brings your total cost to $619 for a global business. That's it. Terminado finito. Done. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this presentation. Now we're going to get PhillyDom to open up some questions. And if you need any for clarification, let me know. On screen is my name, my email address, and my WhatsApp phone number. But Philly's going to post that information in the comment section as well.
All right, I'm here with you.
All right.
Oh, let me give you the first one. It's a rough night, man. They asking a lot of tough questions.
Tough
Nightmare.
questions is good. That's what we want. We want the
Yeah, they
tough
wanna.
questions.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
just
want
want
to
to
play
make
no
sure.
games.
Okay, I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing for my subscriber because they hit me up on WhatsApp. They doing all sorts of crazy stuff tonight. So I want to make sure that everything is transparent and they understand everything. So I ain't gonna skip none of the
Absolutely.
questions. We're gonna go straight. We'll go straight. Yeah, they got me stressed out tonight. Here you go. This is the first one. You see it with Scott 56.
Yeah. All right. So Scott 56 says, all this sounds good if you actually sell. So Scott, I don't even have to read the rest of your questions because you probably didn't see this whole entire presentation, but make sure you go back and watch it. So just to recap, Amazon makes $638 million a day. There are 350 million people in the United States in total. So every single person in the United States could make $1,000 a day, and Amazon would still be profitable at $288 million a day. So those rumors that you hear about saturation and too many sellers, it's just people trying to deter you so you don't get on there and get your portion of the pie. And secondly, in the presentation, I showed you that there's two pools. The kiddie pool is where all that saturation is. That's any product that's under $100. Yes, there's saturation there. Yes, there's competition. And yes, you're going to have smaller profit margins. But you'll be able to analyze the products in real time to work that out. Now, the moment you go above $100, on up to whatever you can afford, the saturation and competition disappears because most sellers don't purchase products in that price tier. They just can't afford it, or they're running their business, or they've been improperly trained. And I've showed you in the presentation some of my actual live products outside of the kiddie pool where there's zero competition. You know, I showed one product where I ordered 8 of them. They were digital grills, and it cost me $187 to purchase it. I buy 8 every round, send them into Amazon, sell them, walk away with $1,000 in 5 minutes worth of work. And I showed you the whole entire process. So Scott 56, make sure you go back through this presentation and watch the whole thing because I addressed that first and foremost. You know, Amazon is not and it's a global business. So when you go into all these other Amazon marketplaces, excluding the United States, it's like the equivalent to Amazon 10 to 15 years ago when there was almost nobody selling on Amazon because very few people knew about it 10, 15, 20 years ago. So if you think the saturation in the United States is too difficult, no problem. You're entitled to that. I would suggest you just go into Canada or Mexico, get a prep and ship company, buy your products straight from Canada and Mexico, send it in there, and zero competition because they're like 20 years behind. And so, you know, I hope that gives you clarification in terms of, you know, listening to other people about the thousands of other sellers. And, you know, yes, you have people, and actually, for all the sellers who've been using strategies for years and have a head start on you by 10 years, I'll actually even show you how to reverse engineer their whole entire store. I was just showing one of my clients earlier this week. We found one seller who sells 1,000 products per month. They had 256,000 reviews, or they had 1,400 products in their store. And I showed this client how to reverse engineer every single product that this seller has and just cherry pick a few hundred for himself. And then when you're starting off, there will be products that you can't sell, but because you'll be gated. But again, I'm going to show you how to get ungated, not only for certain categories on Amazon that you can't sell as a new seller, but I'm also going to show you how to get ungated to sell large corporate brands like Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, Reebok, Champs, Michael Kors. Sky's the limit. And so I hope that helps you, Scott, with the clarification. But yeah, you can't listen to other people. Had I listened to other people, and when I started back in 2013 on Amazon, I wouldn't be here because I'd have been like, oh, Amazon's too saturated. There's too many sellers already. So yeah, don't listen to what everybody else is saying. Do your due diligence and your research and just make sure you got a good system. Next question. But great question.
Scott,
Great question, Scott.
Scott has another part of a question. I don't want to make sure I answer everything tonight because they
Okay.
going crazy. That's still Scott.
Okay, something that's never mentioned, the amount of competition already. There's
you already
hundreds,
answered.
thousands of sellers already. Yeah, I've already answered that one.
Okay, next question then.
Yeah, but he is right. There is a lot of competition, but again, I also detail how I'm not only setting you up with an Amazon business, I'm setting you up to have your whole entire identity switched out of your legal name and into your business entity. And with your business entity, you walk into a bank and get a loan, they might give you 10, 15, 25,000 based on your credit score. But you get your business entity properly set up, instead of you getting 25,000, you better get 250,000. And now you can go to Amazon and compete with the highest sellers at that level. And then you got a grant writer every single week writing you grants so you can get free money to pour into your business and pay off all your business funding and all your business credit. And then next thing you know, you're debt free, your legal entity is debt free, and your business is debt free. So this is a full encompass entity and business plan. All right. Supreme Fire 31XD. It says, is this about third-party sellers account on Amazon? No, so this is Amazon's entire business, Supreme Fire. This is called Amazon FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. It's like the books back in the day. So basically, when the internet started coming out of its infancy, it put a lot of brick and mortar universities out of business. And so all of those books Amazon gathered up and had third-party sellers like you and I shipping those books into Amazon. And after a few years, Amazon figured out, man, we could probably have anything shipped into Amazon, not just books. And so that's what's going on today. Amazon has over 10 million products on their website. And so the majority, over 50% of all those products come from third-party sellers like myself, or you could be one of them also, buying products every day from different retailers for a lower price and shipping them into Amazon, selling them for a higher price. And then you keep the difference as your profit. So this is Amazon's core business model, fulfillment by Amazon. Send us your products, we'll give it to the customers, and then they handle everything else.
What, the next question?
Yes, sir. Keep it rolling.
I'm looking.
All right, great question, Maxwell Garcia. So, what is this? What's today's date? I could do even better.
Today is the 31st.
All right, so Maxwell, what I do is, because I train everybody in person, I can only train 8 people per month. And once those 8 slots are filled up, then you have to go on the waiting list. So there was already a waiting list that poured over into the month of August. So as soon as the August the 1st come, I will only have 4 spots for the month of August if you want to start in the month of August. If not, then you're going to be put on a waiting list and then you'll be rolled over into the month of September. So if you're watching and you've seen the whole presentation, or you're going to have an opportunity to watch the recording and watch it back, hit me up as soon as possible and let me know you want to get started, because there's only 4 spots. On August the 15th, I'll be flying to Atlanta, and then the next day I'll be flying out to Las Vegas. My niece is getting married on August the 20th, and I'm going to be in Vegas on the 16th to the 26th. And so then I'm going to make my way back to Atlanta, stay there for a couple of days, visit friends and family, and I won't be back in the DR until September the 1st sometime. So I'm going to be taking those 2 weeks off from August the 15th until September. And I already have 2 clients who are actually flying into the Dominican Republic on the 1st of September to meet me in person and to get started. They're older guys who want to get set up and they want me to do it in person with them. So that's no problem. So Maxwell, there are only 4 spots available for August because I'm only going to be working for the first 2 weeks in August. So if you want one of those spots, hit Philly up, hit me up, let us know as soon as you can, and I'll get you one of those spots. And you know, when you're ready to start, I do 3 things. First thing I do is send you over a copy of the contract so you can review it or have your attorney review it. The second thing I do is send you a getting started checklist, which will detail how to submit your payment for enrollment. You can use PayPal, wire transfer, Cash App, or Zelle, bank to bank. All right, and last but not least, I send you an Amazon registration checklist just so you'll know what documentation you'll need when you register for your Amazon seller account. So that way, your documentation is ready, you have it downloaded to your computer, and when we take you through that registration process, we can just zip through it 15 minutes and we're done. All right, next question.
I don't know if you want to answer this for me or you want me to answer it.
Yeah, you can answer that. Yeah, you know the answer to that one.
Yeah, I met Wayne a couple months ago, so our relationship is still like new. Far as how could I say it? I'm trying to be transparent for them. Far as business wise, but
Yeah.
a couple of my friends, I see people in the comment ask, did any of my friends or family sign up for the program? Yes, they have, and I've been talking with them day in and day out. They had no complaint from Wayne. They're still new in the program. They only been like a month, 2 months. He said it's 6 months. I asked them how everything is going. They told me everything is going fine. They have no negative feedback. They didn't call me like cursing me out saying Wayne did this or robbed them or anything. And that's my word, guys. I'm trying to be transparent with you guys. We don't play no games. A couple years ago, I got in a situation. I don't play no games. Like, you guys are on my channel. You follow me.
Yeah,
like,
your family.
I'm not here to play games, and Wayne ain't here to play games. This ain't a scam. Yeah. This ain't no criminal shit. I'm trying to make it plain as day. You can save this message. You can clip it. This is not a game. This is not no criminal shit. I want to make sure you guys understand that loud and clear, because I saw some of the nasty comments that was in the comment section. I ain't like that. This is not a game. This is not a game.
Yeah, I mean, people just don't know. So, you know, when you don't know, you got nothing to base it off. But I've been doing this for 9 years. You know, you can't run an Amazon business for 9 years doing anything sketchy, black hat, or shady, because Amazon will shut you down. They don't want you on their platform, you know, defrauding their consumer base, because Amazon is built on trust. That's why people go to Amazon. That's why it's taking over the world. You know, Amazon actually has 30 stores open up in 5 different states, where you can just walk into an Amazon store and, you know, you don't even have to pull out your debit card. You just put what you want in the cart, in your bag, and walk out. And Amazon technology will register what you picked up, what you put in your bag, and then it charges you after you walk out the store. And so they're going to set up these retail operations all over the world. So this is opportunity for you to get in and get involved. So when that next technologically change happens, you'll be already in the game, and you won't be missing out and be thinking like, man, I should have did that, you know, years ago. Because it's going to happen whether you like it or not. Gas stations, Walmarts, grocery stores already have self-checkout. The next evolution of self-checkout is just walk in, pick up what you want, and walk out, and the technology will track what you picked up and what you took possession of, and then it would charge you. Think of how that would change. No more grocery store lines, no more bringing the stuff up yourself. Nah, none of that. No, won't be any more lines. You'll just walk in, pick up what you want, and walk out, and you know, you'll be charged for it later. And I've been waiting for PhillyDom to get back to Sosua, because the agreement that him and I made is I'm going to sit him down in person and train him. Yeah, so, you know, he took some time to go home to Philadelphia. He's been in Belize and El Salvador, and, you know, he's slowly making his way back here, because I'm going to train him in person, and then he can give you guys the best testimonial that you can actually have, because he's put this all together.
Yeah, because it's my platform, and I don't want you guys thinking that we running games or it's nothing like that at all. But yeah, he's going to train me in person when I get back. When I get back there, that's what we made from the beginning. I had to go home. He'd been trying to train me. It's just I didn't get back to the Dominican Republic because I'm old school too. I'd rather him train me in person. I don't want to do the Zoom. I don't want to do that. I want to sit in his living room and then him train me face to face.
All right. We wouldn't know, Master Wayne, if it wasn't for our respect for you. So I'm gonna take it seriously. Yes, sir, Logan. Yeah, Philly is a great guy, straight serious business all day.
All right, I'm gonna keep going with them. I'm just trying to answer everything because they was tearing up the comment section today. I was like, oh man.
Yeah, I mean that's what you need. I tell clients all the time, give me all your questions. Before you hand over any money, you should have as many questions as humanly possible.
Okay, Naughty Slim said some people are interested, and then she said, "You want to answer that? Or you want me to?" I think we answered that one, but we can answer it again.
Yeah, actually, Philly, several people. I probably have maybe 15 clients from Philly's channel. So, I've even had about 3 or 4 clients actually fly here in person to meet me to get started. And September, I have 2 more of his subscribers, Ernest and what's the other guy's name? I can't think of the other guy's name. Flying here because they're older guys. Yeah, so they want to, I think it's Taj, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember though. But yeah, some people have flown here personally to get set up and started. Shout out to Mike Branson. He was the first, and he's now fully operational, and his business is moving along. And he's also a Mason. So, shout out to Mike. And yeah, Philly has actually referred quite a few clients to me.
I'm just letting you see everything.
Zebra, if the feds haven't came for me in 9 years, then that means also, let me explain something. So I'm also a military veteran. A good old Uncle Sam, so I was hurt in the military and I got a full medical discharge. So for my duty and service to the country and being injured, Uncle Sam made sure that I got 100% medical discharge. That results in me getting $33,500 and something odd dollars every single month for the rest of my life. I'm not doing anything illegal, to excuse my language, anything illegal to F that up. So nah, I don't play no games. I mean, this is serious business. And then if I was playing games, Amazon would have been shut me down years ago. I set all my clients up and I walk them through the process, and we do everything strictly through FBA. We don't do no drop shipping. We don't do fulfillment by merchant. It's straight FBA. We obey all the rules. We nuns around here, nuns and priests just about. All right, all those places are nice. When you're gonna get a place others can come and B&B, resort or spend some dough, do biz, increase, invest income in those plans you enjoy, get paid, bigs, tax write-off. All right, and dear, that's kind of a jumble of a question, or I'm not understanding what you're asking. Let me see. Well, no, I don't have any plans to do Airbnb. Like I specified early in the presentation, I did real estate from 2004 to 2009 with Coldwell Banker. I enjoyed it at the time, but that's a headache. I have a friend who's been here. He's from Virginia, and he sort of got stuck here pre-pandemic. He became fluent in Spanish, and he has 3 Airbnbs, and it's a headache. The Airbnb guests leave his air conditioner running 24/7, and so he gets that. He's paying a few $100s in electricity, and then you can't really up his prices for his Airbnb because you got to stay competitive with the competition. And yeah, it's just a headache. And in terms of investing in a business myself, I don't do any business partners. I like to make all the decisions myself. I don't play well with others because people will want to go in one direction and I want to go in another. And you know, I've gotten this far in life by making great decisions because I analyze everything. So I can't really expect for other people to operate the same way. I hope that addresses you in there. All right, and Great Tape is asking, on average, how long does it take to complete the course? All right, so it takes roughly about 3 weeks for us to get you properly set up. And the reason why it takes 3 weeks is because once you register for your Amazon Seller Central application, Amazon is going to do a video verification of you. So the moment you fill out your account and they verify your bank statement, your driver's license, and your address, then they're going to do a video verification. And that's going to be somewhere between 8 days in the future after you register for your account. And then you're going to have to wait like an additional 3 or 4 days for them to send a postcard to your home address. After you get that postcard to your home address, it's going to have a one-time password on it. You're going to log back into your Amazon account, enter in that password, and then your account will be verified, at which point we can schedule a Zoom session for that same day, and then I'll start walking you through how to register for your software, and then immediately go into training you. So, you know, all in all, it takes about 3 weeks, and the 2 weeks of that is just Amazon verifying your account and your identity. They verify your bank account, your bank statement, your driver's license, and your address, and your tax identification number or your social. All right, can you show us a more updated balance of your Amazon account since the image only shows January? Also, it would be great if one of the clients could give a live testimonial. Okay, so Dolly, I also showed you a bank statement in there, but on the next live, I will give a more updated snapshot of my bank account. I can't do it now because then I would just show you too much information, and during the presentation, you don't want to show your Amazon account. So if I try to share my screen and log in, then you will see my main Amazon account name, and then most of you just go and look at all my products, be like, oh, I think I could do this, and next thing I know, I'll just create unnecessary competition for myself. So once I get you set up and trained, the first rule I teach all my clients, you don't want to give away your Amazon storefront name. You'll never have to ask people to go to your store and verify, and buy anything of any of your products. That is entirely unnecessary. And so, but on the next presentation that me and PhillyDom do, I will have updated screenshots of my Amazon account and my bank account and a bank statement. I do updates on all of those. But thanks for bringing that up, though. And in live testimonials, I do. I will bring a client on live testimonials. I have been asked for testimonials quite a bit. So if you send me your Facebook friend request, I can direct you over to the Facebook group. And I do have video testimonials from 2 of my clients on there, plus other testimonials when they got started. And some of them even posted screenshots of how much money they were making and all that good stuff. So that's all in the Facebook group. All right. Great Tape. Are you the sole provider of the information, or do you have a team to assist you if you're not available? Yes, so I do have a team. So I have a team of virtual assistants, and then I do have 2 backup assistants that if something happens to me, then they can take over the training or answer your questions, and they are also involved in the business. So they know just about as much as I do. I'm actually trying to get them to just start teaching and their own Amazon courses, so they can start branching out, and we can help more people that way. But yes, I do have a nice little team put together.
You see what he's saying, Logan.
And Logan is saying, PhillyDom, you've given me good money. I have no reason to doubt you, brother. Yeah, man. PhillyDom, gonna make sure you get to the bag.
We'll make sure.
Yes, sir.
You know who this person is, Marvin?
Yes, sir. Melvin Winfrey, what's up? Yeah. Melvin got started a couple of weeks ago. We got him fully operational and trained, and now he's going through that process of starting to order his product. So I'll probably be Zooming with him tomorrow on Monday morning sometime, or Monday afternoon actually, and just making sure, you know, he gets that repetition and he knows what he's doing. So Melvin, on our next Zoom session tomorrow, let me know when you're available. Hit me up on WhatsApp as always, and let me know what time you're available. And this time we're going to Zoom, and I'm just going to sit back and watch you purchase your products just to make sure you make no mistakes. And I know that you condensing the information and you know how to breeze through it. So you can do it 5 minutes, 15 minutes a day. Thanks for being on though, Melvin. All right, Charles Explorer said, I am planning on flying over there soon. Yes, sir. Charles, just let me know when you're coming. And, you know, if you want to, the only thing I would advise is if you're coming to get started or you want me to train you, then make sure that you get everything started before you come. Because again, once you register for Amazon, it's going to be a 2-week period where they're going to do a video verification call, and then they're also going to send you a postcard in the mail. And you're going to have to either be home to receive that postcard or have somebody at your house to receive it, so then they can send you that one-time password.
Okay.
All right, and Dara is saying it's nice to know somebody who served, got taken care of. It's like 1% of us. Absolutely. But it was an uphill battle. But so you got to do your due diligence. If you're an injured vet and you're not getting 100% or your due diligence, then go to va.gov and just look up the disabilities rating schedule and learn more about your disability, so you can better present your case to them. So, you know, you got to do your homework. You just can't rely on them to do it all for you, because they get a lot of vets that fall through the cracks. They come back, they got cancer, they got Agent Orange poisoning. They don't document their injuries correctly, or even from what I've seen, you know, they come back and they're addicted to drugs or something. So alcoholism, drug dependency. And so that makes it difficult for them to go through the system and receive all the benefits they're entitled to. So yeah, you gotta do your homework like anything else, just like this Amazon business. You have to be diligent. All right, Charles is asking me, what kind of computer do you suggest to start with, or any other things you need to get started? So the only thing you'll need to get started is to have a gaming computer. So the computer that I have is called a Bang Olufsen, and it's a gaming computer with a tremendous graphics card. But some of my clients even have Apples. If you have an Apple, then Apples are pretty solid computers, and you don't need anything special with the Apple. You know, I've been having a client who used the Apple iPad tablet, so that works too. So just make sure you have a good computer with a large memory. So you're gonna need RAM and ROM, and then a nice graphics card. And try not to use it for anything else. You let this computer solely be for your Amazon business, because you don't want to download other things to it and start slowing it down. And so when I fly to Vegas and I go to the States, I'm actually going to buy an Apple computer. It'll be my first Apple computer, but I'm just going to have that as a backup for when my primary gaming computer goes down. But yeah, but other than that, you don't need anything else. Just let me know when you're ready to get started, and you got a good, nice computer, and I can start walking you through the process. All right.
Tough questions today. Tough question.
That's a great question, Sarah. PhillyDom, go ahead and answer that question.
Yes, I do get commission. Nothing in life you do for free. Yes, I'm getting commission. You guys know I'm a full-time traveler. You know, I'm a full-time traveler. Everybody been watching the channel for the last couple of years. This is the only job I've been having, travel blog. That's my main source of income right now. I've been traveling. You know that. You see me on videos. So any investment, anything that I deal with, obviously I'm gonna get some kind of commission out of it. And the channel is growing.
Yeah, and he's eating right now. He's eating well, living well.
So Sarah J, that's your answer. And still hit me up on Instagram if you got more questions. We transparent around here. We ain't not trying to hide nothing. We're not trying to do nothing slick. This ain't no criminal stuff. This is nothing. Everything is legit. Everything is legit. I want you guys to know that, so we don't got to keep going through this every time we have one of these presentations.
And
it's like when black people do stuff, that people are always like panicky when black people do stuff. When other people do, I'm not saying nobody else, but when other people do stuff, they just let it go right on through. But they got 50 questions for the brothers. We got this is no scam, it's no nothing.
Yeah, and like I said before, you know, Uncle Sam is going to pay me for the rest of my natural life, plus benefits, free dental, free health, free optometry, all that. They actually, you can see my teeth, they're super white, right?
Yeah, you got that.
So I had 3 implants done. I let the VA do 2 for, no, hold on. I got 1 done. Okay, my headphones just died on me. So I got 1 done at a surgical center. I paid about $7,500 for the implant. I forgot the name of it. I would have to look it up. But I learned that the VA would do my implants for free. So instead of me paying almost $21,000 for all 3 implants, I let the VA do the other 2 for free. It was painful, but you know, they did a good job.
That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
Another one. Yeah.
And for the rest of my teeth, I got veneers, and I just paid 10 stacks for those.
You got it done in the DR.
Yeah, Cerise is saying Philly good, bro. Appreciate you sharing this information tremendously. How you doing, brother? All right.
There you go. This is for you.
Yeah, Peterson, I cannot drop the price down. So, you know, for most clients, I'm working with them mano a mano for 6 months at a time, just to make sure that you are properly set up and everything is moving along with your business. So if you break down $2,500 that I'm paid for enrollment into the course and teaching you over 6 months, that's literally pennies on a dollar. I don't charge anything close to what my competitors charge. You know, at the very minimum, I should be charging $10,000 to teach this type of high level information for you to set up a global business. So I don't have a payment plan, and I can't make the price any cheaper. I've already taken it down to $2,500, and I take a 15% at that price point in your Amazon business, because I'm constantly putting that money back into the business, trying to make things better. And because in the technology space of e-commerce, things change so quickly. If you can't keep up, or your business model isn't adapting, you'll be out of business. So, you know, I just try to, you know, make it fair for everybody. So, you know, if I'm being a straight shooter, you need $2,500 to enroll in the course, and you need an additional $2,000 so you can spend $500 a week purchasing products. If you're not in a position to do that, then you're not quite ready for this level of business. This is high level, and you know, I take my personal time to teach people step by step, and so that's why I can only train 2 people a week or 8 people a month. So after that, you gotta go on a waiting list, and I already have a waiting list, so I'm trying to get to people as soon as humanly possible.
Here you go. Another good question for you.
All right, and Darius is saying, yes, Amazon biz is big money, but the only brother I've seen in the biz successful in teaching, he doesn't have to. Plus, he's transparent. This is a great opportunity. If you can get it, grab it. Yeah, absolutely. I've met a lot of people who've tried to set this business up, and like I said, it's difficulty levels of 10 out of 10. I think I just got in really at the right time, and you know, because I was a veteran, you know, I didn't have to work a 9 to 5, so I dedicated 3.5 years to figuring this out and setting it up. So, and then, you know, when I really first started in 2013, I paid it was a course. It was called The Amazing Selling Machine. It was $3,000. So I paid $3,000 of my own money to learn how to do private labeling. And 2015, right around March or April, my first Amazon private label product went live. And so when I first started making money, later on that year in October, I took my first trip to Medellin, Colombia, and I went for 3 months. And there I met another guy. His name was Luke Jordan from Arizona. And Luke had, just question on top of question for me. And basically what he asked me was, he was like, okay, so Wayne, you got your own private label products selling on Amazon, but what about the other tens of millions of products? Can you sell those? And at the time, I had no idea. So I came home the winter of 2015, got on my computer, and I spent 8 hours a day putting this business model together that I'm now teaching you guys for online arbitrage, because there was no software back then. So I had to do everything manually. It took me 8 hours a day, but of course, I'm a veteran. I didn't have a 9 to 5. And so I had that leisure, had that time to invest in it. So that's how I pretty much guaranteed my success, because there was nobody to teach me online arbitrage, and there was no information available back then. So I kind of started at the right time. I got lucky, and I was in the right circumstances to invest in it every day. And lastly, when I started in 2013, I was married. I got divorced December of 2014. And the last words that my ex-wife said to me is that you're not going to stick with Amazon and you're not going to be successful.
Wow.
And all I needed to hear. I never forgot those. I could still hear her saying it to me and still see her saying it to me. And so that was my motivation to not quit. And so now I know she's somewhere on social media trolling me, watching me live my best life. 15 countries, 41 states, 3 continents. And I'm going to be here in the DR until March of next year. And then when I leave here, I'll be moving onward to either Brazil, Africa, or Thailand. And then I'm a circle the globe. I might do it 2 or 3 times before I'm done. And like I bought a motorcycle. When I leave, I'm gonna give a motorcycle away to my homeboy. So I can't take that with me. And I haven't bought a house here because I still want to see what Brazil is like, in Thailand and Indonesia, and so I can see in Africa, so I can determine which one of those places I really want to live in. So I am successful. I'm teaching other people how to also be successful. And it was hard work to get here, but I had the time to really invest in it. All right, so Indira, the next question, it says, also, if you don't know the inside, you can make mistakes, even lose your biz. Lots of lots of my competitors charge a lot more. The minimum I've seen is $10,000 all the way up to $18,000.
Wow.
And so, and if you don't have anybody walking you through this, you will make a lot of mistakes, and you probably will fail, because one mistake could actually put you out of business. If you don't know what you're doing, Amazon has a performance where they monitor every metric of your account. So if you ship something out late, or a customer actually sends you a message and you don't reply to that message within 24 hours, Amazon starts giving you demerits. If a customer complains about one of your products, you get a demerit. And all you have to get is a 2.5% margin of error or 5% margin of error. And then Amazon will send you a notification saying your account is in risk of deactivation. So no games. This is a global business, and financially it can change your life. Indira, you know a lot about Amazon, more than the average person. You must have had some experience with Amazon.
I think that's all the questions, Master Wayne.
Okay. Yeah,
I got a
everything.
little upset today. I just want to make sure that they understood everything.
Oh, and I mean, it's nothing to get upset about. You actually want people to be skeptical with things like this, and give their honest assessment. Some people are going to be haters. Some people, just looking for good information because they want to change their life. Other people are jealous because they're not in a position to take advantage of this opportunity. So, when you're in one of those positions, you're going to have to, it's like crabs in a barrel. My father used to bring home crabs in a big barrel and put them down on the kitchen floor, and there was never a lid. And as a child, I was like, how come this there's no lid and the crabs never get out the barrel. And he was like, well, you know, crabs are like haters and jealous people. You know, every time they see somebody climbing up the ladder of success, they just pull them back down. And so, you know, you see that happening a lot in certain communities. And so, you know, and certain families. You know, I got 3 brothers that I love dearly, but none of them are involved in the business. When I first started and I told them what my first product was, they all laughed. They laughed when I told them my first product was a pair of nail clippers. And I was like, okay, nail clippers? I was like, yeah. I was like, everybody needs nail clippers all over the world. 8 billion people use nail clippers. And they laugh. And every week they sending me a Cash App request for money or texting me, oh, I need some money.
Wow.
So, you know, you can try to help people all you want, but, you know, jealous people and hatred is all around you. I learned a valuable lesson years ago. It doesn't matter whether or not you're successful, you make a few $1 million a year, or you're on the corner homeless, people are going to talk about you. So you might as well give them something to talk about that's in your favor. So make millions of dollars, travel the world, live your best life, and let them talk about all the places you've been while they're going back and forth to work, living, you know, that same life that they're going to live for the rest of their lives. All right, Jania Isadora has said, is the fab seller requesting to have LLC?
I think she's saying the FBA. I think she meant FBA, probably typo.
Okay, yeah. I'm glad you're here to translate that for me.
Yeah.
So, no. So when you get started, you want to get started as fast as possible. So if you already don't have an LLC already up and running with a tax identification number, then you want to set everything up under your legal name. And once you set it up under your legal name, then once we start your training, you're then going to apply for your LLC, your tax identification number, and your business license, and then port everything over to your business. So first you set it up under your legal name, and then transfer everything over into your business entity. Because again, we're going to get you business financing to really scale your business up, so you won't have to worry about the saturation and the competition. And also, we're going to get you grants so you can get that free money.
That's all right. Another one. Boom.
All right. Indira is saying, I'm around many who invest in tons of things. I keep up. Just wanted to go to know you for real. I've not met you, but I know enough in your presentation that you know what you're doing. Yeah, absolutely. I've literally talked to, you know, hundreds of people, probably close to a thousand or so people coming up now. And yeah, you know, if you just speak with the Amazon seller, then you'll know from start to finish, as soon as they open their mouths, whether or not they know what they're talking about and they know what they're doing. Matter of fact, I'm gonna share something with you. So I'm actually diversifying my business model, and I'm purchasing a Shopify store. So it's $5,500. They set everything up for you, and they start to run ads. And so, you know, when I was talking to the guy, he was like, you know, yeah, he's talked to a few hundred people in his business, you know, who wanted to get set up with a Shopify store. And he was like, so, you know, Wayne, what makes your business model different? And when I broke it down, he was floored. He was like, okay, yes, sir. You actually know what you're doing. I see why you're successful. So, you know, it's just about, it's like with anything, you know, if you talk to a guy who's never really played college football, you know, he won't even know what the inside of the locker room looks like. But if you talk to somebody who has been on the field, who's coached or been in that locker room, they're going to be able to break it all down for you. So it's with anything in life. Like if you ask PhillyDom about YouTube, he'll probably tell you things that I have no idea about.
That's true indeed. Here you go. Another question for you. Shout out to Arlene Wade. I see you, Arlene Wade.
All right. And they're saying, that's right. Live your best life. Life is a journey. That's correct. It's not a destination. It's a journey. We're here to use our gifts to thrive, not survive, and help others. That's spiritual. Those who don't see or sleep. Absolutely. A lot of people are asleep. So, You know, I wish you could wake people up and help them out, but some people are just beyond help. So you got to just live your best life and try to help those who actually want to be helped.
All right, then, Master Wayne. I guess that's it. I don't see no other questions.
Okay. All right. Great job as always. Yeah. And, you know, if you guys got any further questions, you know, Philly has put my information in the comment section. Yeah. And, you know, I'm accessible. So that's another reason to know that this is not a scam. When people are running scams, they don't have all their social media profiles public. They're not in the public eye. You know, I'm teaching people online. I'm meeting people in person. And I've been doing this for 9 years. So, you know, you're not running a scam for 9 years.
I've been to Master Wayne's house. I've been to your house. I hung out with you. He's a real person.
Yeah,
I was in the Dominican Republic. I met him. I know his friends. I know his circle. He's a real person. I know that facts.
Yeah, and Philly is the same way. You know, when he gets back, I'm having him take me to Haiti with another friend. So the three of us gonna go to Haiti because, you know, Philly, you know, he's been to Haiti a few times and, you know, filmed the videos, you know, probably speaks a little Haitian by now. So, you know, I want to go, but I want somebody to chaperone who knows the streets.
No problem.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that.
You know, I'm not a master of Haiti, so I got to go with Master PhillyDom. So he just told me, you know, how to move in Haiti. Now, if you want Amazon, then that's me, Master Wayne. Now, if you want Shopify, I can't help you.
You're on your own.
You got to get with somebody who knows, you know, about Shopify. You know, same thing. If you want your teeth fixed, you don't need to go. Don't go to an eye doctor. You want to go to a dentist. So, yeah, but man, I appreciate you as always. I can't wait for you to get back so we can hit up Haiti and then I can start training you in person because you've been gone way too long. You promised you were only going to be gone for like 3 weeks, but this 3 weeks has turned into
3 months. I didn't know I was going to get stuck in Philly that long. My dad asked me to stay for Father's Day. I was shocked.
I understand that. Yeah, you should have stayed for longer, you know, just so, you know, your pops and everybody could, you know, make sure they put hands on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man. Appreciate you always. It's late. Okay. I'm about to log out so I can get all hogged up with, you know, my day one.
All right. I guess you can answer this one question. This is an interesting question. Somebody asked it. The last question.
Okay.
We'll take us out with that question. We out of here.
All right, great take. What do you see in the future for Amazon? So I see Amazon spreading like a plague all over the world. They're already setting up these automated stores which are ahead of their time. They have technology innovation that will allow you to walk into a brick and mortar store for Amazon. And there's no cashiers, there's no clerks. You just walk in, pick up what you want and walk out, and then Amazon charges your account. They already have these stores set up in, I think, 5 cities or 5 states, and they have like 30 of them all together. So eventually these stores are going to be global, and Amazon is going to put a lot of retailers out of business because there's some retailers that don't want you to come to their website, purchase their product, and then resell them on Amazon. And those companies are going to get left in the dust, and they're going to be out of business, like Circuit City, like Radio Shack, like Kmart. I mean, you know, Amazon has actually put a lot of major retailers out of business already. So, you know, Dillard's, you know, you see it at shopping malls all the time. They can't compete, and because Amazon has put together a global platform, and you know, the Amazon Prime, and then, you know, the Amazon used to use the UPS, DHL, and FedEx and the post office to deliver their products. But Amazon is so smart, it was like, you know what? We got to cut them out too. We got to put together our own delivery services. So now Amazon has their own delivery vans and trucks and stuff, and they got, you know, kids coming out of college delivering their products. And they even have a program for veterans where $30,000 you can buy in and become an Amazon business owner, where you have Amazon to give you trucks, maybe like 5 trucks or 5 vans, like Sprinter vans, and then you hire Amazon employees to go deliver your products for you 7 days a week, and then boom, you know, that money comes in. So that's a whole different business model that I'm looking into getting into right now, because they have a special program for vets like myself in order to get involved in that landscape. But because I'm not in the States, I would have to spend some time in the States to set that all up. But yeah, for the future, I mean, Amazon is already global. They're already in the UK, Spain, France, Germany, India, Australia, Japan, China, Canada, Mexico. And so soon as I train you and you get started, you'll automatically be selling in all of North America, Canada, United States, and Mexico. So that's what the future of Amazon is going to bring. And look at Jeff Bezos. He's already sending people to space. William Shatner placed Captain Kirk on Star Trek for decades and had never actually even been to space until the owner of Amazon made that happen. So that's the future of Amazon. They're going to have commercial flights where you can go into outer space and you know, be one of the small minority of people who ever existed in life to see the planet from outer space. And then you'll know for certain that the earth isn't flat. So for all those flat earthers out there, you know, actually, you know, when you speak to a person who thinks that the earth is flat, just ask them one question. What else does the universe manufacture or create that's flat? And the answer is nothing. The universe doesn't create anything flat. Every galaxy is a spiral. Every star or a sun is a circle or a sphere. You know, every asteroid, every planet, every comet, everything is circular, because in space, there's no up or down. It's just a void. And space is cold. 32 degrees Fahrenheit, water freezes. In space, it's negative 450 degrees Fahrenheit. So you got cold pushing on you on every direction, which makes everything a ball. Like when you pat a snowball down, first you pick it up the snow, and then you go like this. That's the same thing space is doing. So the space doesn't create anything that's flat. It's impossible, because you would only have to have pressure from two different directions to make something flat, like when you're making a pizza dough. But if you were making pizza dough in outer space, you wouldn't be able to stretch it out flat, because you would have that cold pressing in on you from every direction. Also, look up Lahaina Noon. Lahaina Noon is a phenomenon that happens in Hawaii, where the summer sun is directly above Hawaii, straight up and down. You would have to look straight up to see the sun. And it happens once a year. And when that happens, you don't have any shadow. So it's the most freakishly thing you can ever imagine. Like standing in the street and not seeing your shadow because the sun is directly over your head. And if the earth was flat, when the Lahaina Noon occurs, the entire planet would be bathed in daylight. So there would be one side of the planet is dark, one side of the planet is daylight. That's fact. Like if you can reach out to somebody who's on the other side of the earth right now, if it's dark over there, it's daylight over here. The 12-hour difference. So just Google, you know, a webcam and a 12 hours difference, and you'll see it's daylight over there for, you know, in nighttime where you are. That's because the earth is cylinder, it's a sphere. And so that's just direct evidence that the earth is not flat. And that's all I have to say about that.
That was deep, Wayne. That was deep.
No doubt. I mean, I'm a nerd, so yeah. You know, that's what I do. I just happen to be athletic and, you know, made some good decisions in life. But, you know, that squashes the whole argument right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. All right, but that's it. I'm going to bed. Appreciate you. Yeah. I'm still waiting for my Master Wayne attire too.
Here I come. Do you all have a Master Wayne hat? You probably fast out like what?
All right, man. I hope everybody enjoyed the presentation. Look forward to talking to some of you. I know some of you are going to want to jump on this and begin. So just send me a message and I'll send you that information right on over. Appreciate you, Philly.
All right, then. Take care.
Yes, sir.
Bye-bye. All right, once again, everybody take care. We out. See you guys in the next video. I'm about to drop a live right now. I'm about to drop a live video right now. So check that out. It should be dropping like in 9 minutes. It will be a video, nightlife in El Salvador. I didn't forget I was a vlogger. I want you guys to know that. I didn't forget I'm a YouTube blogger. So I got a video dropping right now. It'll be out in the next 9 minutes. So any other question, anything else you want to ask? He said, thanks, Philly. Keith said, thanks, Philly. No problem, champ. No problem. He said, night, brother. Yeah, I got a nightlife video coming out, Arlene Wade. Y'all check it out. It'll be out here in the next couple minutes. So I'll talk to you guys later. See you guys in the next video. Peace and blessings to everybody. Like I said, I got a live in the next couple minutes. It's going to be a live in the next couple minutes. So hopefully some of you guys will still be up and you can check it out. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you guys for tuning in. Peace out from El Salvador. But make sure you watch the live. Make sure you share the live. And remember that Haitian live is almost at 1 million. We got a live. We got not a live. I said we got the one video from Haiti, from Cap Haitian, that is almost at 1 million. So make sure you share that video and keep pushing that video. We greatly appreciate it. He said, where the honeys at? They in the video. You'll see them in the video. Right now, I'm at a hostel right now. Not really no honeys here, even though one just walked in, but I was like focused on what we was doing right here. But no, man, just trying to focus on this channel and get the content out for you guys. Jamel, I see you, man. Jamel Edwards, I see you, man. Talk to you guys later, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm signing off. Make sure you watch the video that's coming out in the next 8 minutes. I keep repeating it because I want people to watch it. Peace.